the neutrality of civil services has become a myth, right? Is it true? Politicization, yes. Activism, yes. So neutrality is the virtue of civil services. Neutrality, why it is a myth? Why? Positive, negative. Though meaning of myth may be more negative sense, but it cannot be totally true. Neutrality is still there. The bureaucrats take the oath of secrecy. The bureaucrats take the oath of public service, right? Protecting the constitution. The bureaucrats work in a non-political context. That is, they are working in an administrative system. They are controlled by civil services rules, conduct rules, code of ethics as recommended by second ARC, not implemented as of now effectively, right? So it works in a free and fair environment as far as possible, right? The problem arises when we find that the bureaucracy or civil services and the political system relationship goes beyond the professional relationship. Fine. It may be because of nature of function. It may be because of sharing of power. It may be vote bank politics. It may be the self-interest of the civil servants, deteriorating culture of the bureaucracy. T.N. Chaturvedi, right? The ex-cabinet secretary and very popular civil servant, right? In his book, Contemporary Administrative Culture in India, which was published by Indian Institute of Public Administration, IIPM, he has talked about the changing culture, administrative culture of Indian civil services. So he talks about a lot of people are having climbers or opportunist culture. Most of the bureaucrats depict the fence sitter culture. That means they sit on the fences, they observe corruption, they don't participate maybe in corruption, but they don't do anything about it. Then there are opportunists and climbers who do everything in the system to get the opportunity and the benefit. You have recent cases of recruitment, recent cases of selection of many of the civil servants through underhand means. You know that. So obviously, neutrality is being violated because of several factors which should not have been there. Neutrality would have ensured equality. Neutrality would have ensured a political role. Neutrality would have ensured that bureaucrats are not ideologically biased. It would also ensure that they would give free, fair assessment of the decisions of the government. They will evaluate them impartially, right? So it would have provided a lot of benefits. That is true. But on the other hand, neutrality is also giving way because of certain positive aspects, right? Bureaucrats seem to be more committed. The concept of committed bureaucracy, activism, right? Social media, or somewhere working in the public interest, irrespective of political pressure, right? Bureaucratic populism, public interface with the bureaucracy is increasing, and bureaucrats are now becoming popular because of their welfare activities which they are pursuing, out of the box activities which they are pursuing, right? Whether it is People's Road, for example, right? Made by the bureaucrat, right, in the Northeast. So, and like Armstrong Palme, right? People's Road, or likewise. So many of the initiatives the bureaucrats have taken, they have truly created, they have truly influenced their citizen-centric orientation. Because of that, also neutrality is being violated. So don't write only in negative sense, also use the positive perspective. Examine the role of TRAI in protecting the interests of consumer. That's a regulatory body, right? Statutory body, why it is created, what is the purpose, as you know, spectrum allocation, and there were issues with Telecom Regulatory Authority of India. So how does it function as a regulatory body, as a quasi-judicial body, right? As a spectrum allocating body, recently there was controversy and issues related to that, right? That how they are defining the spectrum, how they are allocating the spectrum, right? How various telecom agencies or various private companies are trying to influence the pricing, right? And likewise, so Supreme Court had to intervene in that. So this question might have come basically because of that. TRAI is also one favorite topic of the UPSC. So you can write it: consumers' interest, regulation, protection of consumers' interest, pricing, right? Monopolizing, oligopolies, mergers and acquisitions. It controls many of the things related to telecom. Right? Enforcing interest, public interest, call drop issue. So there were a lot of issues with which the regulatory policy is developed by TRAI.